This is your WW3 news of, what's it? Tuesday afternoon. Okay. Now, here in Italy, a bit of how laws and certain issues work. Maybe the same, maybe differ from country to country. Okay. A bloke was stopped, normal police control, and they discovered he had a wrench in his car. It's a typical common tool you find in cars. Whether you have a toolbox or you do these things as, what you may call it, as a job. But in the eyes of the law, in certain circumstances, it can be considered as an offensive weapon. Time of day, the area, and the hour, believe it or not. One thing I must emphasise, that in the Italian legislation doesn't exist a whole series of felonies which under the name of prevention, i.e. you threaten someone with a bottle of beer, which you're 18, you can legally purchase. As long as you don't drive, it's okay. But the possess is not legitimate. If you are under the intoxication of alcohol, yes. That's another story. Like many of these imported criminals do, when they're drunk, they go around threatening people. In those cases, yes. You threatening people with an arm, that's a criminal offence. It's the use, the illegal use and use of common objects, like wrench, knives, probably some sport equipment, baseball bats. You have to justify the transport and the possess in public. And like I said, regarding prevention, the police only act when the felony is already done or has been committed, not before. This is all legislation which goes back from 1979, the Anti-Terrorism Act, which in manifestations, the so-called agitators and protesters, they went around with these objects. To cause harm to people. And the fact is, as we all know, in the United Kingdom exists a two-tier policing system. It's a political narrative. They consider the locals as scumbags, practically. And the imported criminals, poverty, third world people as saints or innocent. And mind you, there's been cases of they played the racist cards. I think the most famous case was the Harry Novak murder, which at the end of the day, this person didn't justify the use of stabbing him to death, saying it was a racial assault. That's excess of self-defence. No, that is cold-blooded, first-degree murder, that is. And obviously there's other characters that think they can use this type of card, but, you know, in certain circumstances, they never thought it out. Don't forget, they're not bright people at all. So if you have a penknife in your pocket, as long as it doesn't superate, I think it's 3 inches or 8 centimetres, it's okay. It becomes an offensive weapon automatically. And You know, this two-tier system. Even Italy then used a little bit, because I had some experience. You know, the usual control, crime revenge, what you have to prevent, because in that certain time, in that certain date, in that certain area, the probability you catch someone doing a crime or some illegal, it could be high, because they was in the betting shop, or drunk, or aggressive behaviour, and so on. And regarding the area of Pontedera, the hot spot of Pontedera is where the railway station is, and that centre there. It's like this in all Italian towns where there is a railway station. Social degrade, microcriminality, and so on.